All right, welcome to The Explainer. Today we are tearing into a really big idea from a book I'm sure many of you have heard of, Atomic Habits by James Clear. We're going to figure out how these tiny little changes can lead to, well, some pretty incredible results.
Okay, let's start with something I think we've all felt. You know that feeling? You set this huge, exciting goal. Maybe it's getting in shape, learning a language, whatever, and you're all in. For about a week. Then, poof, the motivation just vanishes, and you're right back where you began. Super frustrating, right?
But what if I told you it's not actually your fault? James Clear comes in with this frankly really refreshing idea. He says, hey, the problem isn't that you lack willpower or that you're lazy. No, the problem is the system you're using. And here it is, straight from the man himself. This one idea it's everything. It completely changes the game. Instead of beating ourselves up, we start looking at the process, the actual steps we're taking. And you know what? A process is something you can totally fix.
Okay, so let's really dig into that. Goals versus systems. What's the actual difference here? I mean, don't you need goals? Well, yeah, but the way we think about them is probably all wrong. And understanding this distinction, it's a huge deal.
Think of it like this. Your goal, that's the finish line. Let's say running a marathon. Awesome goal. But the system, that's your day-to-day. It's putting on your running shoes. It's the route you run, the food you eat. It's the whole process that actually gets you to the finish line. See, a goal is about that one-time win. A system is about building the process that lets you win again and again.
And this right here, this is why this shift is so powerful. If you're only focused on the goal, you're basically saying, I'll be happy when I cross that finish line, which means you're probably miserable during the entire training process. But when you focus on the system, you can actually enjoy the journey. You get to feel good about just showing up and doing the work today.
I love this quote because it's so true it almost hurts. Winners and losers have the same goals. Just let that sink in. Every single person in the Olympic finals wants that gold medal. The goal is identical for all of them. So what makes the winner? Well, the winner. It's not the goal, it's their system, their training, their mindset, their recovery, the whole 9 yards. Okay, so we're all on board, right? Systems are the secret sauce. But how do you build a good one? Thankfully, James Clear doesn't just leave us hanging. He gives us this amazing, super simple framework to get it done.
It comes down to these 4 things. Make it obvious, make it attractive, make it easy, and make it satisfying. That's it. These are the 4 levers you can pull to basically design a habit that you can't help but do. Let's take a quick look at each one. So make it obvious is all about your environment. Put the good habits right in front of your face. Make it attractive means you've got to want to do it. Make it easy is about lowering the barrier to entry. Just get started. And finally, make it satisfying. Your brain needs a little reward right away to say, hey, that was good, let's do it again. It's like a cheat code for your brain.
All right, this next part is maybe my favorite, because it's where all that overwhelm just melts away. We always think we need to make these huge, life-altering changes, but that's not it at all. The real secret is starting ridiculously small.
And he calls it the 2-minute rule. And honestly, it's a total game changer. The idea is to take whatever big habit you want and shrink it down to something you can do in 2 minutes or less. So, become a reader becomes read 1 page. Get in shape becomes put on your workout clothes. See? Anyone can do that. And here's the magic behind it. The point of the 2-minute rule isn't to get amazing results in 2 minutes. Of course not. The point is to master the habit of showing up. You're not trying to run a marathon on day 1. You're trying to become the kind of person who doesn't miss workouts. The rest will follow.
So, forget about where you are right now. Seriously. Your current position doesn't matter nearly as much as your trajectory. Are you getting just 1% better today? If you are, your tiny daily habits are pointing you in the right direction. And that's all that matters, because that's what leads to those huge results down the line. And if you want to see what that looks like in numbers, here it is. Getting just 1% better every single day for a year doesn't make you 365% better. No, because of the power of compounding, it makes you almost 38 times better. That's insane, right? Those tiny gains add up in a huge way.
Okay, now we're going to go a little deeper, because this next idea is probably the most powerful concept in the whole book. It turns out that true, lasting change isn't about what you're doing, it's about who you're becoming. Think about it this way. Every single action you take is like casting a vote for the type of person you want to be. You do 1 push-up, that's 1 vote for I'm a fit person. You write 1 paragraph, that's a vote for I'm a writer. Your habits are literally how you build up evidence for a new identity.
And just listen to the difference here. When someone says, I'm trying to quit smoking, what are they really saying? They're saying they're still a smoker who is trying to change. But when they say, I'm not a smoker, wow, that's a complete identity shift. They've already become the person they want to be, and their choices will start to reflect that.
So here's the takeaway for you. Don't start with, what do I want to achieve? Start by asking yourself, who do I want to become? Who is the kind of person that gets the results you want? Figure that out first, then use those tiny little 2-minute habits to start casting votes for that person every single day.
Okay, let's wrap this up. We've covered a lot, but if you remember only one thing from this entire explainer, let it be this. You do not rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems. I mean, wow, that's the whole book in one sentence. Your big dreams are great, but they won't save you when your motivation is low. Your system, your collection of daily habits, is what catches you. That's what determines your baseline. And ultimately, your system is what determines your success.
So I'll leave you with this final thought to chew on. Whatever results you're getting in your life right now, well, your current systems are perfectly designed to deliver them. So take a good, hard look at those systems. Where are they actually taking you? And is that where you really want to go?
Thanks for watching.